Five, four, three, two, one, boom. What's up, champions? Coach Réal here. And in this particular Plusthis feature, I'm going to show you how to use what's the date and how to use it with the Infusionsoft in a campaign. This is a really cool, a very powerful tool that can create some great fear of loss and helps you to create a date that you can use in several different features actually and pump it through. So check it out. Hey champions, so in this feature, what's the date? This Plusthis feature, what's the date? Really cool feature. I'm going to show you how to create it and how to use it in an Infusionsoft campaign. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Boom. So first thing we do, we go to our campaign toolkit at Plusthis. In our Plusthis account, what's the date? We start typing that in. What's the date? There it pops up like this. Okay. So you've got a few options in here. I'm going to show you how I used it in this particular instance right here, which is, probably one of the more popular ones right here. You say you have got a few options in here, a lot of options. The date a particular tag was applied, the date found in the field, the date the date the contact was created, the date of, first order, second order, third order, last order. The most common is this one right here. Treat the start date as, I'm going to go with my timeline, Pacific Standard Time. Right here, we're going to add the calculation right here. Okay, so when we've got some choices in here, static number, dynamic number, nth day, nth date, nth day of the month, nth occurrence day of the month. We're going to use this feature right here, the static number right here, and we're going to come in here, and this is where I can say 2 months, 2 days, 30 hours, whatever we create, how many hours. Say we want this to be 24 hours. This is available for 24 hours. We come down here, put the calculated date in this field. So I created a field right here, and you don't have to use it like that, but I want to put the calculated date in this field because I'm going to use it in my countdown timer and other features, so it'll be congruent and the same. So what I'll do right here is I just put, I think I had special offer promotion. So it's going to go in that field right there, because also not only can we use it in our countdown timer, I'm going to show you how we use it in the email in the campaign, which is really cool. This is really cool. And I put one here, special formatted, human formatted. So it just makes it more human in your email, as I'm going to show you. Now, as long as you're not doing 2 or 3 campaigns at the same time, so you could create. So if you notice, I have in here, I've also got, it shows it. I've also got, oh, sorry, I have an evergreen one in here for one of my evergreens. It's going to let me do more than one in here. I guess not. Hold on. Well, where I was going, let me pop out for a sec. So because you only have 100 fields in Infusionsoft before you got to pay more, and that's a lot. So in this particular instance, I got special promotion. So I could use that again as long as I'm not running 2 special promotions at the same time that are different, times, right? Does that make sense? I've got one for evergreen events. So and every time I do an evergreen event, I come in here, I just switch the time accordingly, it was 30 hours, 2 months, a day or whatever, and then I put it in here and I can put it in my campaign. But we just couldn't have 2 campaigns at the same time. We would then have to create a specific merge field for that event, and then I would just name it specifically so that you don't get confused and it's easy to find. Okay, so coming in here, we've got this one special formatted. Then over here, I get to check how I want it to look. I like this right here, like this. Okay, coming in here, you could put the human formatted time in this field right here. Right here, if you wanted to do a time like this is kind of cool. You could do the different time zones. You could do it formatted just like that. Same thing, you would create that field for that. Okay, if there is already a date in the calculated field, and keep the existing date, don't update. That's a good feature to click right there. Put the count in this field. I don't ever use this. Calculate the difference in months. I don't ever use this. Allow negative numbers and results. I don't use this. I don't use this. I just come in here and test. Let's hit test. Boom, just like that. Now we're going to come up here. We click this right like here. And so what happens is when we come over to here, we need to put this in 2 places, champions. So this part goes in here. Okay, so and that shouldn't say 20 minutes, so just to say so you don't get confused. Calculate, I can't use calculate deadline. Okay, So this is where we put that HTTP post in here. Boom. We put it in here just like that. Now, what happens, now you have to put it in here. If you don't put it in here, it's not going to fire correctly in the email. So when we come into the email right here, I'm going to go into my email up here. Sorry. Right here, I click on my email. And when you're creating the message of your email right here, let me see this. Let's pop over here. This is really cool. So that what happens here is whenever anybody jumps into your campaign, it's going to start counting. Like say if I jump, if it's say, for example, if I jump in right now and this goes for 24 hours, it's going to say, Réal, your special bonus is over in 24 hours. And it's going to match with my countdown timer, which I'm going to show you as well in another training, okay? Because we're going to set it up that way by using that merge field. If I jump in there in 12 hours from now, it's going to say you only have 12 hours. So it automatically, it's a really cool feature to stay congruent with the current time and how much time is really left. So in here, we come up here in my email. So that countdown timer will be incongruent with what I've set up. And right here, so you can see right here, now I got two in here right here, so I'm going to delete that. I noticed that I was testing my thing right here because I was showing you guys in the training. So when we come in here, I'll do it again, but this time I'll remember to delete it. So I come in here and I go over to the merge field and I come up here and I'm going to pull their first name. So it's going to say Réal, and go comma space, your offer will expire in, and then what we do right here, we come up here to the merge. Remember, it was a custom. Go to here. We're going to look for a special offer, which is down here. Special offer promotion right here, because we put it in that merge field. Remember over here in Plusthis, let me jump back for you so you can see it. So if you remember, I created the deadline as 48 hours, if I remember correctly, in this training. I created the deadline. We said 24 hours, sorry, and I populated it in that field. So now when I click that right here, when this email comes out, it's going to say your offer will expire in, or actually what you should say on, because it's going to give the date. Remember, we want to keep it congruent with this. Remember how you set it up, right? So I set it up this way. So you want to make sure your verbiage sounds right. So I'm going to say on, it's going to expire on, and then it'll say the date. So we said 24 hours. It happens to be Saturday right now. So it would say it will expire on Sunday, X date, whatever that date is. All right. Does that make sense? Really cool feature right there. Oh, now what I can do here, remember, so quick training for y'all right here. Okay. Because I did it. So remember, I put this human formatted special in here. So I have that option. So what I want to do, because otherwise it's just going to come up with this standard right here, that standard one right there. But I want it to look like this. I like it to say the day more like that and everything like that. That's why I put this extra option in here. And that's where, rather than putting special promotion, we would come back to the custom field right here, up here in the merge field, pulling it down. Right here, we go to custom field. And right down here, remember, we go to special promotion, human formatted. Where is it? Special promotion. Right there, human formatted special promotion. Now it's going to come out as the human format, more human right there. So that's how you do that right there, just like that. Let me correct my verbiage right here while we're in here. Boom. On. I'm going to go over here up to expire on. Just like that. Give it a space. Perfect. All right. So that is how you set up that particular feature. And remember, you got to do those two things really, really cool for you to do that in your campaigns and make it look real and just be automatic like that. So once again, it's Coach Réal here with Agency 8. I hope that helps make the rest of the day the best of the day. I'll believe in you till you believe in yourself. Take care. God bless. There it is, guys. Boom. I hope that helps, guys. So if you want to get more tips like that, go to www.plusthisexpert.com. Once again, my name is Coach Réal. I'm one of the coaches at Agency 8, and we're here to serve you. I'll believe in you till you believe in yourself. Make the rest of the day the best of the day. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for a lot of more helpful tips like this. Take care. God bless.